we call to you in welcome on this Samhain and Beltane rite. It is Samhain in the northern hemisphere. It is Beltane in the southern hemisphere. We come together as one people and celebrate with the Earth Mother and the kindreds on this day. In one sense, at Samhain, it is a time of endings, a time when we call out to the ancestors and remember those who have passed away. For Beltane, it is a time when we remember and know and call out to those who are now joining us, those newly born. We call out to them in welcome. For the ancestors at Samhain, we call out to them in remembrance. Welcome to this rite, and now let us be purified.
Prepare now for purification of your space and of yourself by fire and by water. With this light, though it be small, it is bright. Let it fill the world with its light, warming, cleansing, healing, and let all that see it know that they are welcome if they come with good heart and good intention.
And see now this water, as it flows deep, pure and clean, the living waters. Allow it to wash over you. Feel it on your skin. And know that you are purified. Allow its coolness to penetrate and let it wash over you. Let this water too encircle your space. And mark its boundary. May all who enter this with a pure heart be welcomed.
By the might of the waters
And the light of the fire,
this grove is made whole
and holy.
So
We call to the outsiders, the forces of chaos and change. We ask that you not disrupt this rite this day or this night. We call to you. We know you're out there, and we ask that you leave us in peace. We make you no offering, but we acknowledge you. We acknowledge the outsiders.
We hail first our Mother the Earth, she who is called by many names. Ahalef Mar, Ishin Sedahlan. Earth Mother, we are all your children. We ask you uphold this rite as you uphold all of life. Hail, Holy Earth. Accept our offering.
The fire burns like the fires of heaven, bringing light into the world. O great inspirers, you deities of poetry and music, let your fires of inspiration descend into us now. Let your fire burn within our heads. that we may work this rite with words of beauty and meaning. O deities of inspiration, accept our offering.
Blessed water, dark and deep, ancestral memories in your keep. Blessed waters from below, connect us with those from long ago. Blessed water from the well, gate to where ancestors dwell. Blessed water, we do pray, flow within those here today. Blessed fire shining bright, heaven's sparkle, holy light. Blessed fire rising high, gateway to the starry sky. Blessed fire glowing warm, all our gifts you transform. Blessed fire, we do pray, burn within those here today. Blessed tree, tall and green, earth and sky you stand between. Blessed tree, we anoint the universal center point. Blessed tree, sacred link, all the world you bring and sing. Blessed tree, we do pray, grow within those here today.
We call out from this sacred hallows to our allies of the Middle Realm, to the eldest and wisest of the realms, for we seek a priest of the sacred flame to aid us in our work, to merge their magic with our own, and to open the way between the worlds. Fire priest, accept our offering. Sacred fire, ignite the waters of the earth. Primal waters, feed the order of the cosmos. World tree, join the heavens and the earth in this place. Let this fire burning towards the heavens open as a gate that our praise and sacrifice may reach the deities. Let this well, whose depths reach deep into the underworld, open as a gate that our praise and sacrifice may reach the mighty dead. And let this tree, pathway between earth and sky, join the worlds as one in this place. By the land before us, by the seas about us, and by the skies above us, let the gates be opened.
Spirits of nature, seen and unseen. Those spirits who roam the lands, spirits who swim the seas, and spirits who soar the skies. those nature spirits of this world, those who exist in the other world, and those spirits who walk between worlds. We are honored to share our blessings of the earth with you, as you share your blessings with us. Join us now as we walk in balance with you during our work of Samhain. On this hallowed ground, nature spirits, be welcome among us. Great and sacred shining ones, you who guide and challenge, those who give blessings and those who give guidance. Those gods and goddesses whose time has passed, those whose time is now, and those whose time is yet to come. We honor you for all that you are and all that you continue to be. We invite you here as we honor the many who have come before us all. Shining ones, we honor you. Hear me, mighty dead, those ancestors who walked the land before us, ancestors whose blood and families and friends, those who have traveled from this realm, the ancestors of our mind, the heroes and legends who inspire us. We call you forth to join us in this celebration. We honor you for your inspiration. We remember you for your guidance, and we revere you for your sacrifice. This one night, every night and all, fire and steel and candlelight, dead we call you forth from peaceful lands that comes to us every night and all, or brig or tread you shall cross, dead we call you forth from brig or tread when thou may pass every night and all to thorny woods that comest at last, did we call you forth when through thorny woods thou pass every night and all to offer here that come at last, did we call you forth this one night, every night and all, fire and sleet and candlelight, did we call you forth. Ancestors, accept our sacrifice.
Ancestors, ancestors of blood, ancestors of heart, ancestors of mind, we have offered you our praise. We have called your names. We have lighted your candles. We have given you offerings, and we have spoken of your words and deeds. And now we offer you our letters from home. Ancestors, accept these offerings.
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 Speak to us now. Speak to us of Frith in troubled times. Speak to us, ancestors. Hail the ancestors!
Hail the ancestors!
The first Ogham is Ur, the heather and the mistletoe. This represents the all-heal, representing a time for healing, and a time for healing by looking within. The second Ogham is Gort, the ivy. The ivy finds its way inside by examining every nook and cranny and trying to enter wherever it can. It is the search for the center and the search for the self. The final Ogham is Ada, the white poplar. This asks us to listen to the still, quiet voice in the trees, to find repose and find peace, and to listen to the world around us. Here we find that the answers will come to us through introspection, not only answers to our queries, but healing and peace. This is a good omen. The first Ogham is Quert, the apple tree, and it represents a choice of beauty. We are faced with choices, and we may choose one or the other or both, and they are all auspicious. The second Ogham is Alum, the silver fir, and it represents high view and long sight. This means that we can see above the forest, no longer constrained by just seeing the trees, but we can see over the trees to further down the road. It gives us insight and long view. This helps us to plan and to be aware of what's coming down the road. The final Ogham is Nan, the ash tree, the world tree. This says that the things are all connected in our lives, that what happens above us and what happens below us are interconnected. Therefore, in this reading for Samhain, we find that we have a choice to make, and the choice is a pleasant one. We find that we have the gift of long sight and high view, that we're able to have a better view of things further down the road. And finally, we find the interconnectedness in our world. We find that those things that happen around us are interconnected. I find this to be a good omen. We have made offerings to the kindreds on this Samhain night. We have made offerings to the kindreds on this Beltane day. Offerings made, hallows blessed, final sacrifices offered, and omens taken. It is now the time that we call, that we call, that we call. Once again, we ask for the blessings to descend into these waters. Earth Mother, bless these waters. Ancestors, bless these waters. Spirits of nature, bless these waters. Shining ones, bless these waters. Offerings and blessings combine and descend once again into these waters and hallow them. Earth Mother, kindreds all, behold the waters of life. Behold the waters of life. These waters are now blessed by flame, by waters, and by the earth itself. We offer these waters to you. We come to you on this working, on this Beltane day. It It is a time of new growth. It is a time of full blossom. At this time, let us think back on the year that has just passed, and let us remember and call into our minds those who have now joined us, those new faces that were not here before. Let us call their names as they grow and as this season grows. So be it. In our working for this Samhain, let us think back over the past year to those who are no longer with us, to those who have crossed over. We will take this time to pass this candle from person to person and mention the names, either in silent or out loud, of those who were with us before and are no longer now. Those who have crossed over to the realm of the ancestors. And this year, I think back on Eric of Pittsburgh and Hugh Hampton. I now pass the candle to you.
Ancestors, thank you for all that you have provided through your guidance, your inspiration, and your legacy. We will always remember you walking forward with the lessons that you have taught us through the ages. Ancestors, we thank you. Shining ones of old, we thank you for your trials and tribulations, the challenges and the blessings that you have bestowed upon us. Thank you for joining us in this rite of Samhain. Shining ones, we thank you. To the spirits of nature who share in this place, we thank you for walking softly on the earth. We continue to walk softly with you. Nature spirits, we thank you.
O Ancient One of the Sacred Flame, we thank you for opening the way between the worlds. We thank you for the magic you have shared with us, and we thank you for your blessings of inspiration and guidance. O Ancient Priest of the Old Ways, may there be peace between us until we meet once more by the hearth's fire. Fire Priest, we thank you. Let the fire burning towards the heavens become once more but flame. Let the well whose depths reach deep into the underworld become once more but water. And let the tree, pathway between earth and sky, become once more but wood. By the land before us, by the seas about us, and by the skies above us, let the gates be closed.
Inspiration, you have honeyed our words and silvered our tongues. For being with us today as we speak praise and do good work, we say, Inspiration, we thank you.
Last as she was first. Earth Mother, we thank you for upholding this rite as you uphold our lives and all that is. For all of your aid, full honor and thanks. Earth Mother, we thank you.
We have celebrated Samhain. We have celebrated Beltane, separately on our own hemispheres, together in our hearts and in our practice. We have remembered the Earth Mother, the kindreds, ancestors, nature spirits, and shining ones. We have called out to those who have passed away in recollection and remembrance. We have called out to those who have joined us in birth. We have made these practices, we have made these sacrifices, and we have given these gifts and shared the waters and workings. Now, at the end of this rite, we call out again. This rite is at an end.